everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
Larry, we... Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, he might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, spinning away. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brock. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brock, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 108 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
3-19.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So the Patriots coming out now. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down now after the pass completion. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
An update from Buffalo. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later. An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And some space here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So now 1st and 15.
Let's go. Green 39.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brock. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Room to run past midfield. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Gets past one man. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you kind of check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On first down, Adams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Adams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. It's a tight game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. If you want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs, and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On first down, Adams. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Adams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run on first down. Adams. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 13-yard line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd down now, Adams only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, Adams. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. first down. Adams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second down following the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Looking to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Coming up at halftime, remember, we'll get you out to Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of this first half. That is, of course, unless you decide to skip him.
And for the record, we do not encourage that.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he slipped right by him. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. To throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brock. And he'll be shoved to the turf that time. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. The football. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Bryant's kick is good. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretary lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. The Patriots haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Falcons have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, broken coverage here on the pass play. And he'll end up at the 35-yard line before being tackled. Sticking with the same drive. The catch is made after a quick pass, and that goes as a 42-yard touchdown. Patriots take the early lead. Falcons with possession halfway through one. Adams going to bust out into open space, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Final moments of the first half. The quick pass and completion is made, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. Second half still to come. Let's get back up to Foxborough with Brandon and Charles.
This one taken just inside the 10. Gets around him. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield, or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff as they run left side. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. On 1st down, Adams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. It's the Colts who have the lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. They'll run on first down. Adams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And it's the Saints that have moved out ahead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now in Foxborough as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
7 yards to go on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. New England on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, Adams. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he's got some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run on first down. Adams takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. And some room to work. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Adams. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
And he'll be out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That would put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Adams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play, don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They were winning at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And yet again. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On 2nd down, Adams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. He's back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
He'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter.